Hello, it's Melissa here from Coed Lleol, and today I'm going to show you how to make a leaf and flower suncatcher using some items that you may have around the house. So we're going to make a round one or a triangular one depending on what you've got. So to make it, you're going to need some pressed leaves and flowers, some greaseproof paper or some kitchen roll, a bendy stick or 3 straight sticks or bamboo skewers, a pen, some cotton, some scissors and some PVA glue. So you're going to take your bendy stick, strip it of all the leaves or anything spiky, and just carefully bend it and then fold the ends in on each other. Just fold them under and they should stay together like that. If they don't stay together, you can always wrap a little bit of sellotape or cotton around it and then just cut off the edges, the ends rather. There we go, until you've got a nice ovally, circly shape. Then you're going to take some greaseproof paper or kitchen roll or tissue paper and lay your circular frame on top. Then just draw around the edge, leaving just over 1 centimetre all the way round. Then just take your scissors and cut out your ovally egg shape. Okay, next, lay the frame on top and get your glue and put PVA all the way around the edge. If it doesn't stick very well when you try and overlap the edges, just get some more glue and put some glue around the inside of your stick and then try again. This bit is a little bit tricky, a little bit fiddly, so you might want to get somebody to help you do this. It's also quite sticky, but because the paper's quite thin, it does tend to stick quite well. Just make sure it's all stuck down, and there you go. Then leave it to dry. Then take your pressed flowers, which I've pressed in this big dictionary here. Oh, out come the bats. So here I've just taken some daisies and put them on half a piece of kitchen roll, folded it over and then carefully folded it into a book and closed the book. And I just left it for a couple of days, but even if you do this for one day, it flattens out the flowers or presses them, and it makes them much easier to stick down. So you can do this with leaves as well, not just flowers. So here I've used some rock geranium leaves, I think they were, and some lilac flowers. The lilac flowers are really small and really fiddly. You can just use petals as well. If some flowers have a really big thick centre, then you can just take the petals off and press the petals. If the petals are quite flat, you might be able to stick them straight on without having to press them. So arrange all your leaves and flowers onto your suncatcher frame. Then when you're happy with the shapes, you can get your PVA and stick them down. So you can either put the PVA straight onto the frame. I've used a paintbrush because it's a little bit easier. So I put my PVA into a pot, moved my flowers, and then you can put the PVA straight onto the frame and then stick the flowers on top of it, or you could just stick the PVA onto the leaves and then or flowers and then stick them on. There we go. So if you can't find a bendy stick, you can find 3 straight sticks and make a triangular frame, or you can use 3 bamboo skewers and just do the same thing as before. So leave a centimetre around the edge, draw your outline, and then just cut it out and stick it on with PVA. So if you don't want to arrange your flowers and leaves straight onto your frame, what you can do is do a template onto a piece of paper and then arrange your patterns of leaves and flowers onto the paper. And then put the glue on your frame and then stick them on. So I've used buttercups and a bit of bracken here. Bracken presses really easily and it makes a really nice silhouette pattern. And there we go. So the last thing to do is to just take some wool or some cotton, make a little hole in the top of your frame, and then thread your cotton or your wool through the hole. So I used a wool needle here to make the hole, but you could just use a skewer, especially if you're using wool, because you'll need a bigger hole. And there we go, it's ready to hang up.